Hi, and welcome to a very special episode of Cruise Line. That's the name of the show, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It
Absolutely.
is a special episode because we are here with senior Noah Johnson. My name is Mr. Coffin, and you can see that right below us on the lower thirds graphic. Amazing how that works.
It's movie magic.
It's movie magic. So, Noah, you're a senior.
Correct.
All
12
right.
years done in the
12
books.
12 years done in the books, 13 if you include kindergarten.
Well, that's not really school though, because all you do there is just make crafts and eat Play-Doh. So I wouldn't really count that as like school.
Oh, kindergarten teachers, if you're listening.
Well, no, it's you learn numbers and stuff. You cover the same content in kindergarten and first grade. I mean, it's pretty much the same.
You learn how to do school.
Yeah, like learning to read and stuff like that. Pretty basic
Silly
stuff.
things.
Nothing like
Reading.
this. Nothing like this.
It's a little complicated. So, are you excited about the end of the year? What are you most looking forward to?
I am just looking forward to what the future holds, just because it's been a very long and successful year for me. I've had a lot of accomplishments with whether it be DECA or National Honor Society or this class. It's been a really fun year, and it's just I'm not really sure how to wrap it up because how do you put a cute little bow on a perfect year? You know what I mean? Because I can't really think of anything wrong with this year.
That's awesome.
It's just been a really fun and productive year.
That's how you should finish your senior year. You just have a couple more days left, and there's a lot going on. They jam everything they possibly can into the last few days.
Yeah, because it's procrastinating.
Doesn't May feel like 4 months into one?
Yeah. Yeah. The last 3 months have been like a whole year compacted into one. It's crazy.
It is. So what do you think you're going to miss most about high school?
Probably just the opportunity to see all the friends that I've made along the way and meeting cool people like you, case in point. But yeah, I guess just because high school really is like an experience like no other. You're not going to get the same type of environment like an office space or whatever career path you go into unless you're going into a teaching career path. But other than that, no, it's seeing all my friends go to different colleges and stuff. It's just a little nervous. I'm not going to get to see them nearly as much as we used to, but got those memories locked away in the vault, so I'm not too worried about forgetting those.
And a few thousand photos and videos.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's take a look at your website.
Oh yeah, I
put
forgot
this
about
together. Oh yeah. So let's hope this is working. Oh look, my little mouse isn't working.
Oh, I love technology.
I know, right? Connected. Look at that. It's connected. Okay.
Amazing.
So what we're going to do is we're going to scroll through this. We can see you are taking a bow, and we have a senior send-off video. Let's watch that now.
All right, time to review some content. So, yeah, what's up? It's the guy from the news desk, except now I'm obviously not at the news desk. And, yeah, I'm gonna be sitting here for a while, and I'm gonna be reacting to my own content, kind of like how they do on YouTube. So I'm just watching it, and I'm gonna tell my favorite ins and outs of each of the videos.
Now the story of a wealthy...
See, this was the first project I ever made for this class, and I think it was good. I personally think this was one of the best things I ever made, still to this day, just because it's a very cohesive with how the actual intro for the show is, and that's what I liked about it. And with that being the first project that I ever did in this class, it just kind of cemented that I needed to be in this class more, you know what I mean? So with Rip Pants, this is my first solo project, if I recall correctly, meaning that it was all me, and the actors, of course, but all the editing, scheduling, all that was me. And I remember, with that being the first project, it was extremely difficult, getting everyone together, figuring out a time that works. And it was February in Michigan. It was freezing at New Baltimore. It was really bad. I felt bad because we were supposed to have this summer vibe with SpongeBob and he rubbed his pants on the beach. Yeah, you don't go to the beach during February. No, it was so cold. My buddy Ulysses, he was in short sleeves. The poor guy. I felt terrible. But this was another great project, and I just again loved how it turned out. It was exponential growth right now.
Doc.
Again, I really did enjoy this. This was a really fun project to make. It was a collab with me and Mr. Frontera, and I think it turned out great. The cinematography in this one, I have yet to top this. I still think that this is the best cinematography that I have in a video, except for maybe my current MIPA submission that I did this year. So DECA was big for me this year. This year was the first year I've done it. I had no idea that the one DECA video would evolve into 3 overall DECA videos, because then you had the one of states, and then somehow my team managed to clutch up a victory, and we ended up going to internationals. So I have a story for every segment of DECA this year. It's very interesting the way it all worked out. I think the DECA interviews are some of my best work, just because the cinematography, not really in the last one, the ICDC video, but in like the first 2. I'm really happy with how those ones turned out.
Everybody here kind of makes it feel well. I think it's
That video was a pain to make. Okay, so the way it happened is Mr. Alul and Dr. Beard both requested that I make a video, and I said, how long do I have? They said about 2 weeks. That is not a lot of time, especially when I have to do my own stuff for Mr. Coffin's class. It was not easy to get B-roll for this. The interviews, that couldn't have been easier. I said who I wanted, and they said, we got you, and they just said, go to the library, he needs you right now. So basically there was a line of people I would interview, and boom, 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 boom. Man, on the shoulders, man, we're done. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. But the B-roll, I had to go to so many different after-school clubs, and I had to know what time was going on, and if I was going to miss a club, I had to run with my camera, and then just hopefully get the B-roll for it. But for the most part, the filming wasn't the worst part, it was the editing. Because I knew that this video was going to be viewed for years to come. They said for like the next 15 years it's going to be used. So I wanted to go all in. And I like to think I did. It got an excellence award at DAFT, so clearly I did something right. It's just, I wish, if I had more time, I had so many ideas I couldn't do, just because I didn't have time. Like some of the photos on there, I had to reuse a couple of them, just because I didn't have enough time to get the proper B-roll. Overall, great project. Love doing it, and I got 30 hours of community service. Would do it again in a heartbeat. Just, I would plan it differently, because my God, I was up till like 2 in the morning crunching this thing to get it edited. It was painful, but it turned out amazing. Very happy with it. I'm not going to cover everything, because I know Mr. Coffin probably wants to get home before midnight. So, yeah, I'm probably going to wrap it up there. This has been Noah Johnson reviewing his archival footage of the last 2 years of him as a film student. Ta-da! Hope you enjoyed. Back to me at the news desk. Peace.
And here we are. Amazing movie magic. So,
Movie magic.
how did you feel watching that?
Probably the same way I felt editing it. Like, no, it wrapped going through all the footage, it reviewed it well. I didn't cover a lot of the stuff I did, because that was 5 minutes. And I had that little recording of me in the bottom corner, that was originally like a 20-minute clip of me going over every project I could think of. And I could only fit so much within, I wanted to keep it like at least 5 minutes, because I feel like that's a good time. But no, there was a lot of stuff that I didn't get to cover. Like my MIPA submission for this year, the detective film, I didn't get to cover that. That was fun to make. What else was there that I didn't cover? Oh, there was the Anchor compilation video. I talked about how I wasn't originally going to do that.
Right.
But then you talked me into it. But yeah, no, watching that, just very nostalgic, just getting all the memories coming back when I had the camera set up for the DECA interviews, and I was filming Rip Pants with my buddies. It was just, it was fun. They're the times I'm gonna miss the most, but the memories I'm gonna hold on to forever. You know what I mean?
I do.
It's a fun chapter in the book. Fun chapter.
Speaking of MIPA, I meant to do this with my last hour. They're going to be very upset that I did this, but I don't care. You are a senior
I am a senior.
who was a leader, who received a first place at MIPA for his film, which is the first place we've ever had in the film festival. And you receive a first place for your news anchor compilation. 2 first place MIPA awards earns you the very special MIPA cord.
That's a thing.
This is a MIPA honor cord. It's not only a thing,
That's
you get a
amazing.
MIPA badge, you get a bunch of things. So put this on here.
Nice, more nerd
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
Time to review some content.
Oh no.
So,
Feel like we might have reviewed some content there for a minute. But, as
had
all
no idea this
things
was a-
happen.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. I thought
Yeah,
this was-
absolutely. Thank MIPA. They're the good folks that put this together and said, you got some seniors who have excelled and done well at MIPA, and they gave me specific criteria. You fit that criteria, as did 4 of my seniors in my Block C.
Oh, wow.
And they all got first place awards for a variety of projects. So we make it seem easy. It's not.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. When I saw this court, I thought it was like for kids going to Wayne State that excelled at that stuff like this. I had no idea that MIPA had an honor court. No, that's pretty cool.
So it's green, white, and gold. And the reason it's green, white, and gold is green and white are the Michigan State colors where MIPA is housed, and gold is for honor. So
makes sense.
there you go. Your MIPA honor cord. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Congratulations on a great career. We are running close to the end of this interview. I always like to ask a couple quick questions. If you were a
Okay.
brand new broadcast journalism student, right?
Brand new
You're starting
journalism.
brand new broadcast journalism, first year, very beginning.
So
What
at the beginning.
advice would you give to a brand new journalism student?
Plan accordingly. Please plan accordingly. Because if it can go wrong, it will go wrong. No matter what. If your mics aren't charged, well, then you're kind of screwed. If you think they're charged, they're not. If you think you have an extra camera battery, you don't. If you think, if it can go wrong, it will go wrong. You need to plan accordingly for that. That's one thing that I've learned. Like there's been so many times where like I've written my questions last minute because I've been planning everything else. Like trying to find people for interviews is probably a tricky thing to do. But I think around like the end of the first quarter, I kind of got the grasp of what the class demanded. And after that, it was all smooth sailing. Like I would get my projects done the first week instead of, and I would have a whole second week to work for other classes, or even working on my own little like film projects, like my physics video. I
Right.
didn't get to talk about that, the one where the guy fell off the roof. That was,
Sure.
I had a whole week to do that because I finished a news story in that time. And it worked out really well. This class was really fun, and I'm gonna absolutely miss it because this was an experience that I don't think a lot of students get to experience. And I think everyone should take this class. I forgot what camera I was looking at.
You two, right there.
It's 2.
There you go. Noah Johnson, Mr. Crusader, said everybody should take this class. So.
I'd
Okay.
recommend it. It's a fun class. It's a really fun class.
So before we sign off, I like to ask this question. Describe your life or your future in 6 words or less.
Jeez.
It's nice if they connect, but if they don't, I'll
I
live.
didn't study for this test. 6 words or less.
6 words or less.
That's like 8 words.
Go for it.
You don't need a license to drive a sandwich. SpongeBob SquarePants said that.
You don't need a license
To drive a
to
sandwich.
drive a sandwich. I think that's a good way to end.
I mean, you can't really sum up this. You can't sum up this experience, man. It's you can't. You just can't. It's too difficult. That's so broad of a question. I mean, what better way to answer it? You know what I mean?
You know, that's true. And I'm wishing you all the best. I'm thrilled to hear that you and Ulysses are going on to MPI to continue your studies in motion picture.
Absolutely.
And you'll be joined by Kylie, who is also in my Block C, and she's going to MPI as well. So we've got 3 graduates from this class going to MPI. And for those who don't know, that's Motion Picture Institute in Troy.
Learn the name.
It's amazing, and I love to see you continuing in this vein. I know that you have learned a lot in the last 2 years. You are going to be missed immensely next year, and I am incredibly proud of all the work that you've done. So congratulations, and best of luck to you in the future.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kaufman. It's been a pleasure being taught by you.
Yeah, yeah. For Cruise Line, this is Noah and I saying bye.
See ya.